Hey, what is going on, guys? It's your man Chance here, and this morning we got a shit ton of Pokemon Sun and Moon news. We got a full 5-minute and 14-second trailer video showing off all types of new Pokemon, new forms for Pokemon, new moves for Pokemon that are like dastardly. And we ended up getting what seems like it would be the gym challenge. So let's just go over what we received, and we're gonna try to go into detail and show off certain things and whatnot. So let's get into it. So the first thing that they ended up showing off were the Alola Forms for Pokemon that were already established. They seemed like they were all first gen Pokemon. So the first one that they showed off was Executor, showing now he will be a really tall palm tree instead of a really fat palm tree. So I guess Executor has been hitting the fucking gym, and I actually appreciate it because he looks goofier than he used to. So now he'll be Grass Dragon. They showed him fighting a Dragonite and putting the work on him, so I'm not too mad. So he'll be Grass Dragon instead of Grass Psychic, and he'll have the Frisk ability. I need to double check to see if that is the ability that he gets by default, like as a normal fat Executor. But I'll have to double check. I'll throw it in the video. And then next up we had Vulpix and Ninetales getting the Ice typing, where Ninetales also gets the Fairy typing. So Vulpix would be Ice type, and Ninetales would be Ice Fairy. Now both of them, it looks like both of these Pokemon will get the Snow Cloak ability. So I'll throw what that does up on screen if I can find it. So it looks like both of these Pokemon will be getting Ice typing. I'm not sure what is going on with Alola, where these Fire type Pokemon are sitting in this sun and they're just like, fuck it, let's just go Ice. Let's just do it. It looks like they're shrouded in some type of like icy, frosty stroke type of thing. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure if it's like a permanent thing or if it's something you have to change, or if that's like if you catch a Vulpix or a Ninetales in the Alola region, if that'd be, you know, how that Pokemon is in that region, and you can't get the original fire forms unless you import them, like a nice and powerful Japanese import card or something. So I'm not sure how that's gonna work out, but we'll just have to wait and see. November 23rd. And the last one that they showed off was Sandshrew and Sandslash, also both getting the Snow Cloak ability, and also both getting Ice and Steel typing. So again, I'm not sure what's going on with the Alola region and Ice type Pokemon in this hot ass sun in this hot ass region, but we're just gonna have to see. We're just gonna have to wait and see. So both of them get Ice and Steel typing, so hopefully that will make it more viable. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not going to speak on that until the game comes out and we can see them in battle. They're going to have a 4 times weakness to fighting, and a new weakness to fire, but we're just going to have to see. But they look interesting. Sandslash is looking kind of strong out there, looking like a savage. I'm not going to lie. He's looking pretty good. He's looking dapper. So after that, they ended up showing off some new Pokemon. Now, these new Pokemon are very interesting, to say the least. So the first one that they showed off was Oricorio, which is a new flying type Pokemon with 4 different styles, which will bring 4 different typings. So Oricorio will have the Bile style, which will be fire and flying type. Then it will have the Pom Pom style, which will be electric and flying type. Then it will have the Pau style. Hopefully I pronounced that right. The Pau style, which will be psychic and flying. Then we have the Sensu style, which is ghost and flying, hitting that Sensu beam. And you will find these styles on each of the 4 islands. So whatever island you're on, that's what Oricorio you will find. You might find the Bile style or the Sensu style, depending on which island you're on. So that's actually really interesting. It kind of reminds me of Rotom. How you can get Rotom transformed, and you can get like Rotom Mow or like Rotom Wash or Rotom Heat, Rotom Fan and whatnot, just to, you know, change up the typing on them. So it kind of reminds me of that, but it's a little bit easier to get your hands on. This Pokemon Oricorio will have the ability Dancer, which copies any dance move that a Pokemon does. So if you have a Oricorio in battle, and your opponent uses like Quiver Dance or Dragon Dance or Sword Stance, it looks like you getting buff out here too. So but that's actually kind of dope. Maybe Oricorio will have some competitive battling presence once Sun and Moon comes out. So we're just gonna have to see. Hopefully this Pokemon is dope, but it kind of seems a little crazy to me. But we're just gonna have to see. So the next Pokemon they showed off was Minior, which was a rock and flying type Pokemon with the ability Shields Down, where it looks like once this Pokemon takes a hit or a substantial hit, it looks like its shield is going to disappear, revealing its core. And then it showed off several different core colors, so I'm not sure if the color of the core will either be like another typing for the Pokemon, or if it will be another forget the name of the Pokemon, but it was in not X and Y, it was in Black and White, and it was like a deer Pokemon, and it in the different seasons it had the different look. I'm not sure if it will be like that, but instead of seasons, it's the island. So whatever island you catch it on, it'd be like a different color, or if it would be like a different type. But I'm guessing this Shields Down ability is like a substitute, but like lesser, to where you go out with your shields up and then you'll be protected for a hit. So I'm guessing it's going to be like that. And then the next Pokemon that we have is Gumshoos. Hopefully I'm saying that right. It reminded me of just a gumshoe detective or some shit. But a Gumshoos is the normal type. It's the evolution of Yungoos, that savage ass looking nigga. So Gumshoos still looks savage, but he looks suave and savage. He looks like the type of savage that is still your girl and then smile at you while he's walking away with her. But he has the Stakeout and Strong Jaw ability, which I believe are the same abilities that Yungoos got as well. So he's looking pretty good, and plus they showed him off later on in the trailer where he was flexing even more in a different position, I guess. But we'll go over that once we get to it. Next, they showed off the Pokemon Formantis, which is a grass type Pokemon with the ability Leaf Guard. And this Pokemon looked pretty cool. You know, it kind of reminded me of I guess like a Cherim. Not really, but more like a Lilligant, I guess. Then once it evolves, they showed off its evolution as well, which also still has the Leaf Guard ability of Lurantis, which looks like a really pretty version of Scyther, which is kind of dope. But it looks like it's going to be powerful. Lurantis looks like it might be a pretty dope Pokemon to keep your eye on. So next up, they showed off Mudbray, which is the pre-evolution of Mudsdale, and it has the monotyping of Ground, and it has the abilities of Own Tempo or Stamina. It looks like, you know, it's going to be your typical, you know, two-stage evolution Mudbray to Mudsdale. I'm keeping an eye out on Mudsdale because Mudsdale looks like it's going to be bulky as all fuck, so I'm kind of happy with it. It looks cool. It looks like it's going to be like a Trojan horse, and then like you get your little mini horse. It looks cute, so I'm down with it. Up next, we had Rides, which is, it reminded me of X and Y, where you could ride Rhyhorns and Go-Goats over certain terrain. Wasn't really fully fleshed out in X and Y, and it wasn't fully utilized in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Now, it does seem like they've expanded it a lot more. It still looks like it's just a way to traverse certain terrain per se. It doesn't look like it's gonna take over a bicycle or roller skates or anything like that, or a skateboard if we get that. Who the fuck knows? Pretty sure it'd still be just a bicycle. But it doesn't look like it will take the place of that. From what I've seen, it looks like you don't need to catch the Pokemon. You're able to call them whenever you need them with some type of like whistle or flare or some sort of device. Alright, so for the Pokemon you're going to be able to use to traverse the Alola region would be Mudsdale to cover, I guess, like the Rhyhorn terrain from X and Y, that rocky terrain. Then there would be Charizard for, I guess, just flying around. I'm not sure if using the Charizard would be like calling your Latios or Latias in Oris. Then we also have Tauros, which you'll be able to plow through boulders, which is dope. Any type of way that I can use Tauros in the game, whether that be battling or just like in game, will be pretty fucking dope because Tauros is dope. Then there's Sharpedo, which is like Tauros but on water, because you get to crash through boulders on the water. Then they showed off Stoutland on the website. He didn't appear in the trailer, but it looks like you'll be able to ride Stoutland on normal terrain. I'm not sure if Stoutland will be for any specific terrain. It doesn't look like it's any type of terrain that you couldn't have walked on, so maybe you'll be able to ride him anywhere, like maybe on routes. Maybe I know online it did show Mudsdale just on a random route next to like a route post sign, so maybe you will be able to ride these guys wherever you want. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Maybe they'll show off a little bit more. Next up, this is the second to last thing that they showed off in the trailer, and this was something that kind of, you know, not necessarily baffled me, but just kind of raised a few questions. It was the Island Challenge, the rite of passage. So the professor of the Alola region confronts you, and he's talking about the Island Challenge, and he's talking about it. And what kind of raised a few eyebrows for me was that he said that everybody does the Island Challenge to prove that they're the strongest trainer and become the Island Challenge champion. So that sounds like this Island Challenge is going to take place of the Gym Challenge and the Elite Four Challenge and all that good stuff. I'm not sure if after you finish the Island Challenge, if that's going to take, you know, like the normal length of the Pokemon games. Now we're going to have the Island Challenge where you only go through 4 of these challenges, one for each island. And each island has like a series of things that you have to do for the challenge. So it looks like it's gonna be pretty hefty. Hopefully, I'm hoping that there's a series of quest lines besides these that you know, be in the game, because these island challenges look like they're actually quests. All right, so it looks like you're going to go to these island challenges and you're going to confront the trial captains. So there's 4 trial captains for each of the island challenges. So that's 4 in total, and each trial captain has their own typing. But my boy Kiyoway is looking pretty strong out there. He's flexing on him, and I can dig that. I'm looking forward to battling Kiyoway if he's like the gym leader or anything like that. Which I don't think he'll be the gym leader. Maybe he'll be like a gym mid boss or something like that. Not quite sure. They showed off that the trial challenges will be just a tad different from what we're used to expecting. Instead of going into a gym, whooping the gym leader and all the trainers inside the gym, and then leaving with the gym badge. Looks like we're going to go in, we're going to confront these trial captains. They're going to give us something to do to prove ourselves or something like that. And then we'll, you know, go around the area trying to finish the quest per se. Then we'll be confronted by what it looks like to be totem Pokemon, which look like they're going to be like mid bosses as well. They showed off the totem Pokemon of Gumshoes, where he's flexing, looking all, you know, old and wise, and he goes fucking Super Saiyan aura on you. And then he summons an ally Pokemon, like he needed that, like he needed to flex on you some more. So it looks like, you know, that there's going to be more shit that you're gonna have to do. And then after that, it looks like you're gonna have to battle what looks like is gonna be the actual, you know, final boss of the gym challenge, or gym challenge of the island challenge, rite of passage. It looks like they're called kahunas, and they're gonna be like the leaders, I guess, of each one. And the first one is that big fat motherfucker from the beginning of the first few trailers. I believe his name is Melee or something. I don't remember his name. It'll be on screen. The Kahunas look like they're going to be the gym leader or final boss of the island challenge per se. So they're going to be 4 trial captains, 4 totem Pokemon, and 4 Kahunas to battle. So I'm guessing these island challenges are going to be pretty fucking long, to say the least. But I'm still hoping for, you know, some side challenges on the side, some side quests, so that we can actually utilize our Rotom. And it looks like our Rotom will actually come into use for these island challenges, so that you can keep track of what you're looking for, or what the actual quest is that you have to do to prove yourself or whatever. So that looks really interesting. I want to know if this is going to be the gym challenge replacement, or if they're going to be really long big quests or anything like that, or if we're going to have the Elite Four or anything like that. So, and lastly, they showed off Z moves, which looks crazy. It looks crazy to say the least. So Z moves are activated by having two key items. And the first key item will be a Z-Ring, which is that bracelet that we've seen on the character art for a while now, and we just didn't know what the hell it was. Everybody thought it was like some type of new form of Mega Evolution or something to replace Mega Evolution. I'm not sure if they're going to take out Mega Evolution in this game. I'm not sure if we're going to get something else so that we can Mega Evolve our Pokemon, or if this Z-Ring is going to have the capability to Mega Evolve our Pokemon. That would be interesting to see, but we're not quite sure at this point of development of the game. But what you need is you need that Z-Ring, and you need the Z crystals, and there's a Z crystal for every type. So that'd be, you know, they showed off electric, grass, water, and fire, showing off for Pikachu, Litten, Popplio, and Rowlet. These Z moves are going to be quite powerful, to say the least. They have this dope ass animation accompanied by this dope ass stance that you get into, just showing off all that swag, getting in there, getting in them panties, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're playing as a female character, getting in them draws, you know what I'm saying? But it looks like the Pokemon are going to have to learn the move. I believe for Pikachu it was Gigavolt Havoc or something like that. So you're gonna actually have to have that Pokemon learn that move, and I'm not sure if it's the same move for every type. Like if you get like say you get a Jolteon and he also uses Gigavolt Havoc, or if it have its own unique move. But it looks like you're gonna have to have that Pokemon learn the move, then you're gonna have to have that specific Z Crystal equipped on your Z-Ring. And these Z moves can only be used once per battle, which is pretty dope because they look powerful, and it looks like it would be way too broken if you could just keep spamming Gigavolt Havoc. But all these moves have their own dope ass animation that fills the entire screen. Just looks fantastic. It's nice to see that they're still pushing the graphical limit of the 3DS, which is pretty fucking dope because this hardware is getting kind of old. I'm not gonna lie. So these moves, I'm quite interested by them. Like if there's still Mega Evolution in the game, will we be able to have a Mega Evolution use the Z Crystal? Would they be able to use, like say if I have a Mega Manectric and I have the electric type Z Crystal, would I be able to use Gigavolt Havoc at these powerful ass stats? Like I feel like that would be hella broken. So, like, what's going to happen there? Are they going to scrap Mega Evolution altogether? Or are they just going to not have you be able to learn these Z moves if you're going to Mega Evolve? Or not allow you to Mega Evolve? Or is there going to be like a held item to be able to use the Z Crystal? Not too sure there either. I'm not sure if you have the Z Crystal be held by the Pokemon that is going to use it. Not sure. I'll have to read up on that, and I'll throw it in the video to see if that's something that they have to hold, because then that'll throw the whole Mega Evolution thing out of the window. But looks like that is everything that was shown off in the trailer. That trailer was 5 minutes and 14 seconds long, just chock full of so much information. And I am hella excited for Pokemon Sun and Moon, to say the least. So if you guys did enjoy the video, please remember to smack the hell up out of that like button down below. Maybe at the end of the month, or maybe in like a couple weeks, I'm looking to make a video compiling all of the information that we know so far for Pokemon X and Y, just in case some people aren't in the know, or if getting closer to the release date, you want to just recap everything going into Pokemon Sun and Moon. So I'll have it in one nice and powerful one-stop destination. I'm not quite sure how many more of these videos we're going to keep getting, because it's already August. So we have the rest of August, because it's August 1st. And then we have September. And then we have October. And then we have a good chunk of November. So that's still around 3.5-4 months that we have left. So I'm feeling that we might get some more information. So that video may be coming sooner or later. But if you guys did enjoy the video, remember to smack the hell up out of that like button down below. And remember to keep it locked right here for some more dope ass content. So I will see you guys in the next one. See ya!